Where's the camera? It's there. Hello, peeps. How you doing? This is very quick. I'm in the workshop and I'm just kind of finished for tea time, and I've just been following up on a couple of emails which have come through. For those that don't know, we've had a couple of videos regarding Richer Sounds, who I am a massive fan of. I think some people think I'm having a go of them. I'm not. I may be now, but I've always supported Richer Sounds. In fact, I think I've supported them more than anyone local in this area as far as stuff I've bought from them over the years and the amount of times I've recommended to customers. I must recommend them at least 100 times a year to people. Whether that turns into purchases or not, I don't know. I think it does, but anyway, and the stuff that I buy myself. So we did a video because Richer Sounds released an email about 3 or 4 weeks ago, regarding their Black Friday sale. And I was a bit surprised because it was a 75-inch Aiwa TV. And of course, there's no such thing as Aiwa now. It's not connected to the old hi-fi that you and I know of the day, but it's still a brand name. This has been going on for ages. It's nothing new. And personally, I was a little bit surprised that Richer Sounds were going down this alley. It turns out they've done it on quite a few occasions. It's nothing new. And I did this video and they came back with a response, Richer Sounds, which was spot on. You know, it really was great. And I've tried to stay on their good side, and I hope they want to stay on my good side because of the amount of times I recommend them and the amount of business I give them. So their response was really good. You can go back and watch the videos if you want, but there's no need to do that. I'll try and encompass everything here. I got a few comments during the week, and it may be one email for the week, that somebody said they were going for the same TV that I was inquiring about. This is the 75-inch Aiwa. And because I've got a good relationship with Richer Sounds, I was rather hoping they might want to donate one to the channel and we can have a look at it and check out the main board and the backlights and all that kind of stuff. And the response was kind of a flat no. A nice no. We're not going to give you one, no. But I've seen some emails this week and people have said, because of what we spoke about, they were very interested in a 75-inch TV for $399. They understand it's only got a 1-year warranty, but they can purchase a further 5-year warranty after year 1 if they want to. That's what Richer Sounds came back and said to us. So a few people have been interested in this, but also a few people have just told me this week. Remember, this is a Black Friday TV deal, and Black Friday is not until, is it tomorrow? Is it Wednesday today or Thursday? I never know. I think it's tomorrow. I think tomorrow is Black Friday, so that's the official day. But as we all know in the UK, I'm not too sure about America, but in the UK, Black Friday seems to go on for 4, 5, 6 weeks, or maybe it just feels like that. So I've got to ask you a question, because a few people have emailed me and they said they've been after this TV. It does state on the email when they sent out the deal that it's an in-store purchase only. Yet there aren't any in-store. And if you go in-store, you can't see one, you can't look at one, you can't have a look at the picture quality, check out the bezel, do a few measurement checks. You can't do that. And you can't buy it online. The Black Friday price is in-store only. But I've just been in contact with a few people who have said they can't get it. And I thought, okay, that's a bit weird. And of course, I did this Black Friday thing yesterday where I kind of said Black Friday is a bit of a con. I think a lot of people think that. It's just another sale. It's a gimmick. It's the way to try and get a chunk out of your last pay packet before Christmas. And, you know, most of us don't fall for it. Some of us do. And as I said in that piece yesterday, 52% of people regret. And that's a lot of people losing a lot of money. And that irks me a little bit. I hate that, especially when it comes to TVs. So I've got a bit of a vested interest here. A lot of Richer Sound fans will have a go at me in the comments. But I need to follow this up, because this is exactly what the channel stands for. You know, we stand for TV quality, repairs when they need it, where to get repairs, which TVs need repairing the most, what is a good deal, what is a bad deal, how to get the best out of your TV. That's what this channel stands for. 9 times out of 10, it's me repairing TVs on a bench over here, and then 1 out of 10, I'm having a little chat about things. And I love having a little chat about things. Hang on a minute, I think I've got somebody coming. Right, sorry about that. I had a customer turn up, which happens from time to time. Just to recap, a couple of people got in contact to say they're not very happy because they wanted to purchase this TV, and it seems very difficult to purchase this TV. They saw on the advert in store only. They go in store and it's not there. And you can get it if you go in store and order it online. And there's a £40 charge for that. But of course on the email I saw, I don't know if you saw the email, I think I put it up on the video, but anyway, I'm not going to bother doing that now. On the email that came through, it said install purchase only £399. But you can't get it for £399. You can go in store, and you have to go in store. They won't have any there, or they haven't at my local one, and you can have it delivered. And I had a few questions about that. So I made a phone call to my local Richer Sounds, and I've asked some questions about this. And I've got some answers, and I'm not too sure, because I asked some questions about the Iowa brand, and the response was incorrect. But we spoke about this before. Sales staff don't necessarily know that the Iowa brand is not really an Iowa brand. It was bought out ages ago, and then it went bankrupt, and now it's up for sale again, and somebody in China is now using it. It's just a Chinese TV. That's by the by. My question is, and I've got to be careful here because I do not want to come across as one of these troublemaking YouTubers. I'm not, but we've got a vested interest in this at the moment, because I'm still originally shocked that Richer Sounds are selling this cheap product. But you know, that's got nothing to do with me. They can do what they want with their business if they're going down that way. But it seems like they've been going down that way for some time, and I just didn't realise it. Fair enough. But there's something stinks about this. Install purchase only. I'm 150 miles round trip from my nearest Richer Sounds, so I made a phone call to them, and I've recorded the phone call about. I'm coming on Black Friday because it's a Black Friday deal. Can I come and collect it? And can I come and grab one? And the answer was no. So my question is to you, because I don't want to put this out. I don't want to do any more on Richer Sounds. I am getting to the stage now where I'm possibly, because of what's happened today, I'm probably not going to recommend them anymore. I know that's a big thing, but I'm not. Because I was really worried about this 399 malarkey. So my question is, do you want to hear the conversation? I've recorded the conversation. Goes on for about 6 minutes, not long. I'm not going to put it in this video, and I'm only going to put it up if you want to hear it. If you don't, if you want to move on, don't comment, don't say anything. If you want me to do a little video with this Richer Sounds 6-7 minute call, whatever it was, if you want to hear it, can you just like this video and put in the comments yes? Please, I know we will have a conversation about this one day, and a more in depth, but on this occasion, if you want to hear that conversation in my next video, if you want to hear that phone call with Richer Sounds, if you just like this video and say yes. I guess if I get a decent amount, and I suppose a decent amount has got to be what, 1,000? 500? No, let's say 1,000. If I get 1,000 likes and 1,000 people saying yes from watching this video, and they'd like to hear the conversation that I had with my local Richer Sounds, and again, we're only talking about this TV, not talking about hi-fis, not talking about anything else. We've got a vested interest in this TV and how they are selling it. And again, I'm saying how Richer Sounds are selling it, not how the salespeople are selling it, because the salespeople are just not aware of certain things, as a lot of us are, the old engineers in the TV world, and how it works. So I think 1,000. I was going to say 500, but I don't think that's enough. So just say yes. There's no need to say no or unlike. I don't know if you can unlike, but anyway, just like. If I get 1,000 likes and 1,000 yeses, I will put the full recording up. I'm not going to edit it in any way, shape or form. She puts me on hold for a bit. I think that's the only bit I'll edit out because you don't want to hear that music. You may not want to hear the conversation. It might be time to move on. It's certainly, I'm not moving on from it. I've got to make a kind of a business decision on this because, as you know, I've supported Richer Sounds for the last 10 years, maybe even longer on this channel. But I'm just a bit worried about the direction they're going, but it's nothing to do with me. So, yes, the question is, do you want to hear that phone conversation? If I get 1,000 likes and 1,000 yeses, I'll stick it up. I think that's only fair, but I completely understand if you don't. I'm not Richer Sounds bashing. I'm just... Well, we all have got a vested interest in this, so let's see. Let me know. Okay? Talk to you soon. Goodbye.